Maman and I, we used to go, there was a market not far from where we lived, an outdoor market. And we used to go and buy all kinds of vegetables and mostly flowers. My mother loved flowers. And then we used to go at night sometimes. We used to walk over to the, it wasn't the Seine, it was a canal. And we used to walk down towards the canal and sit and sing. Bercé par la houle, à qu'il fait bon voguer, le temps qui s'écoule nous semble plus léger. Le long de la voile se pose une étoile, bercé par la houle, à qu'il fait bon. My name is Muguette Szpajzer Myers. Well, I was born in December 1931 in Paris. My parents had emigrated from Poland in 1926. My father passed away when I was 3.5 years old. He was 35 years old. My mother had to work, you see, but they weren't French citizens. And a foreign woman wasn't allowed to work. A foreign man, yes. My mother needed to raise 2 children. So she went to the Ministry of Work, le Ministère du Travail. And there she was received by a secretary, and she told her story, and then she was received by the minister. And she was allowed to get a working permit. Before the war, Paris was extraordinary, beautiful. My mother used to take me to museums, and just walking in the streets of Paris. You know, I don't like walking in the rain, but walking in the streets of Paris under the rain, I love. My mother, she was wonderful. When I was with my mother, I felt the strength. I was never scared, okay? She was extraordinary. She saved us from so many things, so many evil things during the war. As soon as war began in September, the school children were evacuated with the schools. So my mother found me in that, in that school where I was then. And then she took me to Champlost. Champlost is a lovely little village. It's 1 kilometer long. It has a kilometer sign at the beginning, at the entrance of the village, and another one at the exit of the village. And there were houses all over, okay, all along the main road, the main street, and the fields were in the back. The people of Champlost protected us, all of them. Everyone, including the children, knew we were Jewish. The Germans weren't far away, and no one ever said anything. No one. The people were so kind to us. They gave us fruits, they gave us vegetables. When there was a pig that was killed, okay, they gave my mother some meat. It was a communal affair.
By the end of the summer of 1940, my mother decided that since everything was relatively calm, it was time that we all, she, my grandma, my aunt, my brother and I, returned to Paris from Champlost. We left by train on what was a long journey, with the train limping along until we arrived near the town of Memoir, where it stopped dead. The station master came into our wagon and told everyone to take their luggage and exit the train. We found ourselves amid a multitude of other people in a field near a river, the Seine. The bridge, or what was left of it, was hanging lamentably, half destroyed, and to my amazement, the water looked like it was burning. My mother explained that the gasoline that had spilled in the water was on fire and had set about finding someone who could tell us how to get across. She finally found an official who directed us to a part of the river where there was another bridge. Plodding behind my mother, the four of us found that he had spoken the truth, and there was indeed a boat bridge made out of planks nailed to rowboats. There were suitcases floating on the water where some unfortunate souls had dropped them. People were trying to cross as children screamed and women cried. Gendarmes and station masters, trying to establish some order in the chaos, were barking instructions. The noise was indescribable. We started crossing the river as best and as carefully as we could, shepherded by my mother. Amidst the awful din, an army band was playing on one of the banks. The tune was a military march, dating back to the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. I wasn't crying. I wasn't afraid, because my mother was there. A tiny little lady, but a bundle of energy and determination. The most incredible individual I ever knew.
You know what? There's something that my mother told me when we came to Canada. I said, you know, Maman, I said, that couldn't happen here. And Maman said, never say that. Germany was the most enlightened country with the great composers, the great writers, the great philosopher. And look what happened.